the daring era of aviation, it was October 3rd, 1967. Just before 2:32 p.m., Air Force Major William J. Pete Knight initiated a mission that would make history. He triggered the ignition of the North American X-15, an aircraft at the forefront of experimentation, igniting its formidable 600,000 horsepower LXR-99 engine. The aircraft surged forward, piercing the atmosphere, hurtling towards an extraordinary record-breaking speed of 4,020 miles per hour, a remarkable Mach 6.7 achievement. As the aircraft soared, every gauge and meter within the cockpit bore witness to the formidable forces in play. The exterior of the X-15 endured scorching temperatures, reaching an astonishing 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit. The very structure of the aircraft seemed to liquefy around its intrepid pilot. Ascending higher, the once blue sky darkened, yielding to the profound, silent expanse of the cosmos. A journey through aviation. In the exciting history of aviation, the pursuit of greatness never ceased. From the groundbreaking flight of the Wright Flyer in 1903, which defied gravity, aeronautical engineers were on a mission to craft innovative aircraft that could reach unimaginable speeds and altitudes. In the mid-20th century, the Bell X-1, an exceptional experimental aircraft, took center stage, pushing the limits of human achievement. It shattered the sound barrier, defying the laws of physics and introducing a new era in aviation. The resounding sonic boom over Morack Dry Lake in California marked the birth of supersonic flight. Starting in the 1950s, supersonic aircraft took the spotlight in aeronautical design. In a remarkably short time, the Lockheed F-104 Starfighter, designed by the renowned Lockheed Skunk Works, emerged as the leader in this exhilarating chapter. The very structure of the aircraft seemed to liquefy around its intrepid pilot. Ascending in an astonishing 2 decades, another milestone was reached, the X-15. It defied comprehension, streaking through the skies at a staggering Mach 6.7, propelling aviation into the age of hypersonic flight. The X-15 was the result of years of dedicated work, a symbol of ambition. The journey commenced with a concept study by the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics, NASA's predecessor. In July 1954, the U.S. Air Force and Navy received the study's findings, laying the foundation for the creation of an exceptional aircraft. North American aviation took on the monumental task of designing the airframe, while reaction motors provided the engines capable of propelling the aircraft to the speeds needed for these groundbreaking tests. Unlike its supersonic predecessors, the X-15 defied convention with its wider fuselage, blunted nose, and thicker wings featuring a blunt, leading-edge design. These choices were aimed at minimizing the intense aerodynamic heating experienced at high speeds. In essence, the X-15 was a bold departure from conventional supersonic aircraft. It wasn't supersonic at all. The X-15 series comprised experimental aircraft, typically around 50 feet in length, with a 22-foot wingspan and a distinctive wedge-shaped vertical tail towering 13 feet high. Interestingly, part of the tail extended below the landing skids, which would be jettisoned and safely recovered using parachutes during landings. The beating heart of the X-15 was the Thiokol XLR-99 rocket engine, powered by anhydrous ammonia and liquid oxygen. This formidable engine could deliver a minimum thrust of 28,000 pounds and reach an astonishing maximum thrust of 57,000 pounds. In terms of weight, the X-15 had a launch weight of 31,275 pounds, which significantly dropped to 12,295 pounds once the fuel was depleted. The X-15's main mission was to act as a platform for testing the conditions that future astronauts would face as the United States ventured into space. The journey into rocket science. Conventional aerodynamics, utilizing rudder tail surfaces on the tail, pitch, and roll. while within Earth's atmosphere. However, once the X-15 ventured beyond the atmosphere, a reaction control system equipped with hydrogen peroxide thrust rockets assumed control, ensuring precise maneuverability and coping with the intense aerodynamic heating. To endure the extreme conditions, the X-15 featured a nickel-chrome alloy outer skin called Ionol X, which acted as an effective heat sink. Constructed from aluminum, was a structure to ensure a thus the North America for its inaugural flight. The first X-15 aircraft made its way to the NASA high-speed flight station in the late 1950s. Scott Crossfield, a key figure in its design, conducted demonstration flights. However, launching the X-15 was no ordinary task. It demanded the assistance of a Boeing B-52 Stratofortress mothership. Two specific bombers played pivotal roles throughout its service: the NB-52A, aptly named the High and Mighty One, and the NB-52B, known as Balls 8. These motherships were instrumental in propelling the X-15 to the necessary base speed of 500 miles per hour and an altitude of 8.5 miles. Only once these conditions were met would the X-15's engines ignite. Mounted beneath the wing of a B-52, the X-15 and Crossfield were carried to an altitude of 37,550 feet. Then, with an exhilarating release, the X-15 embarked on its maiden flight, gracefully gliding through the air. True rocket-powered flights were still on the horizon, but even in this initial venture, the X-15 reached an impressive speed of Mach 7.9 during its descent to the desert floor below. This, however, was just the beginning, a prelude to the extraordinary program that would unfold in the days to come. The X-15 confidently shattered unofficial world records for speed and altitude, etching its name in the skies. One record in particular remains unmatched: the highest speed ever recorded by a crude-powered aircraft. On October 3, 1967, Air Force Major William J. Pete Knight soared to an astonishing altitude of 102,100 feet, propelling his X-15 to mind-boggling speeds of up to 4,520 miles per hour, marking a remarkable Mach 6.72. Constant theory and practice. Throughout its illustrious journey, the X-15 boldly pushed the boundaries of human achievement. It emerged as a pioneer, collecting invaluable data that would shape the future of aerospace engineering. With each flight, it ventured further into the uncharted domain of hypersonic aerodynamics, diligently documenting information on heating rates, structural behavior, stability control, and pilot performance. Over the course of 199 flights, a distinguished group of 12 pilots took the helm of this exceptional aircraft, embodying the best of NASA, the Navy, the Air Force, and North American aviation. Among these esteemed individuals was Neil Armstrong, a name forever etched in history for his role in humanity's first steps on the moon. The achievements of the X-15 revolutionized hypersonic theory, turning it from an abstract concept into a tangible reality. It blazed trails in space altitude control, pioneering the use of reaction controls. Its superalloy structures designed for hypersonic re-entry pushed the limits of reusability. Additionally, it played a pivotal role in the development of full-pressure suits, a necessity for pilots venturing into the uncharted territory of space. Through its extraordinary endeavors, the X-15 propelled humanity's aspirations to new heights and paved the way for future generations of aerospace innovators. Setting the stage. The final chapter of the X-15 story unfolded on October 24, 1968, when test pilot Bill Dana took to the skies. Guiding the aircraft to unparalleled altitudes, its rocket engine roared with a formidable 57,000 pounds of thrust, propelling the X-15 forward to achieve an awe-inspiring Mach number of 5.38. At its zenith, the aircraft soared 255,000 feet above the Earth's surface. Furthermore, it showcased the pilot's capability to control a rocket-boosted aerospace vehicle during atmospheric exit. The X-15 also pioneered energy management techniques, laying the foundation for future reusable launch vehicles. Its versatility enabled the testing of various experimental packages, contributing significantly to advancements in fields such as astronomy, micrometeorite collection, navigation equipment, and thermal protection systems. These systems were instrumental in the success of the Apollo program, which carried astronauts to the moon. Among the X-15 pilots, 8 exceeded the Air Force's spaceflight criteria by surpassing an altitude of 50 miles, earning them the prestigious title of astronaut. While Air Force-affiliated pilots received military astronaut wings, NASA pilots, considered civilians, did not receive this honor until 2005. Today, one of the original 3 X-15 aircraft stands proudly in the Milestones of Flight Gallery at the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum, alongside the Wright Flyer, the Bell X-1, and the Lockheed F-104, marking a seamless continuation of aviation's relentless pursuit of excellence. Thank you for watching our video. Before you depart, we invite you to explore our assortment of documentary videos featuring numerous captivating stories inspired by military history. That you show your support by liking the notification bell to receive. Stay tuned for more.